Good morning from Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm right across the street from Northridge Elementary School. I want to go back to Lubbock here for a moment, and my good friend um, from Indochina. I believe it's the largest country in Indochina by population. So, found myself often in a number of interesting situations with her. I may even come up with more stories, if I could share some. But I was thinking now of nails. So basically, this is what happened. My good friend wanted me to come over, and so I bicycled, because I used bikes at the time, and I bicycled from South Overton to what had to have been around the South Plains Mall. For those who are from that area, what is that? Is that about maybe 4 or 5 miles? Anyway, so I biked over there to see my good friend, and apparently she had an assignment for me. All right, so here was the assignment. The assignment was because she and her husband, and she didn't have children yet, but she and her husband were moving to another Sunbelt state that was not Texas, and she had a list of all of these nail salons. Let me tell you something right now. I had no idea that this particular country in Indochina dominates, if you will, the nail market. I didn't know that. I was, no idea. But anyway, apparently she did. She had a whole bunch of them. And, this was for the main breadwinner. That's, how the main breadwinner made the money. Well, at any rate, so here I am having to do this. Now, the reason why she isn't doing this, well, she says that they're very competitive, and they wouldn't divulge, if you will, to anyone, of her, who was, also, from this particular country in Indochina. They know that they're probably competitors. Now, by the way, this was in 2005, was it? Maybe 2000. It was between 2004 and 2006. And just in case you're wondering, because I was just wondering this myself, could she have just simply looked them up? And I'm not sure, but I do know that I found them, just this morning. But I don't know if she could have back then. But anyway, sure enough, I am calling these places, and every last one of them is from this particular country in Indochina. Every last one. I mean, she has a whole bunch of these. And so I'm calling, and you already know what's going to be one issue, right? Because clearly, you have folks that are from this country and who may be second generation, who could possibly sound, like anyone who's Caucasian, if you'll forgive the language. Well, you're not going to, confuse anyone, if you will, from Indochina or even the heritage with me, right? So I am making these calls, and some people give them the process, some people aren't. But I'll tell you one thing, I ran into the same situation that you are probably anticipating, right? I'm talking to these people, and many of these people are, if you will, they are, immigrants to here. But you would have thought I was the immigrant. They are laughing at least one person's laughing her fanny straight off. She couldn't understand. She was saying stuff like, oh my gosh. She couldn't understand, and she just was laughing over the phone. Well, I'm sure glad I didn't need the business. But I kept asking how much was a full set, how much was I filling in. Now, I later looked at these prices, like I said this morning, it seemed like there was more to that. So I'm not sure exactly what all the information this breadwinner really needed, but I tried to get it as best I could. Sometimes she would take over, and her American accent was extremely nasal. So I'm not sure how much it was painful to listen to. I think I prefer to, with that accent that she has. But it was hilarious, going through this. I was being used, people, used. But that's okay, whatever you can do for a friend. I hope nobody, competitors is listening to this now, because if so, well, tough cookies, right? But anyway, folks, y'all have a wonderful morning. Take care and bye-bye.